Hi there and welcome back to Chasing Financial Freedom. Today, another video about our favorite subject, stock market. Why the stock market and why actually stocks? Because at this time, in this age, and almost every age, the stock market is the best place to make money and to become rich, wealthy, and financially free. Today, we're going to look at a special stock, and this stock is DPW Holding, which has skyrocketed in the before hours. We can see DPW stock. If we look at Google, we can see it's up now 38%, but it was even 7 in after hour today, as of 13th of January 2021. What can we say about this stock and why this stock is going up? What's happening? Is there some good news? Okay, the first things to look at is the volume. Usually the average volume is 11 millions. Today we have 61 millions and still counting. There is an interesting thing. If you can see, if you look backward and at the history of the stock, you can see here that it has waves. We have one wave, we have another wave, and we have here another big, huge wave. What can we see? We see that we had some great news. DPW Holding is a holding, which means that it is a company that holds other stocks and hold stakes in other companies, which is, in my opinion, a great thing. Some people say that it may be not, but actually it is a great thing. And they have a company under their self. It is CoolSys EV charger, and it can be now pre-ordered on Amazon. So you can see it on Amazon and buy it. This has been the news, and they think that this is the news that has propelled the stock up. And if you look a little bit down here, you can see that DPW Holdings CoolSys Power Electronics business announces pre-order for residential level 2 electric vehicle charger, and they have begun with that. Then they have DPW Holding Digital Power Lending to provide business loans collateralized with Bitcoin, and we have seen one analyst holding a strong buy rating for the stock and the average price target of $25.81, and the current price is $5.72, which is, from this perspective, still very cheap. And we had other news, and we can look at them, and I can tell you what I think about them. So Business Wire put an article which has DPW Holdings Digital Power Lending to provide business loans collateralized by Bitcoin and Ethereum. So you must understand that this company had in the past mining facilities, and they were mining Bitcoin. So it was their business, and they were actually good at it. So they probably has some collection of Bitcoins that they can use to provide collateral damage for some loans, and they're going to lend money to other businesses, which it's probably going to make them richer in the long term. So I think this is one of the catalysator that is bringing this stock moving forward. Later on, we are going to do a technical analysis of the stock so you can see where this stock may be heading. So bear with me. So DPW Holdings anticipates new lending program to begin in March 2021. DPW Holding is a diversified holding company. Announced today that its fintech lender, Digital Power Lending, a California finance lender and wholly owned subsidiary of Alt Alliance, AAE, which is of the chairman of this company, is prepared to begin originating loans collateralized by both Bitcoin and Ethereum. The company anticipates the new collateral program to begin on or about March 10th, 2021, so very soon. So I think that this is one of the biggest catalysts that is putting the stock forward. All lending activities are subject to federal, state, and local laws and restrictions as applicable to each lending transaction. So this is great news. So there is a small probability that something bad would go with this deal. So it's a great deal and it has a great future. The new program is an extension of the lending service established by DPL in 2017 that provides funding to businesses through secured and unsecured commercial loans throughout the United States. DPL provides business with operating capital to finance their growth. Milton Todd Old said, when DPW launched digital power lending in 2017, we anticipate entering the fintech space and offering innovative lending solutions to growing businesses. Our new cryptocurrency-backed lending program is a natural extension of the company's experience with digital currency and the maturation of Bitcoin and Ethereum as institutionally accepted forms of value. We, as DPL, anticipate will contribute to the company's goals of top-line revenue growth and improved bottom-line results. So we can look for this information more on DPW. We're going to look at it later. So there was a bad news, and the bad news was actually this: Shareholder Alert. Pomeranz law firm investigates claims on behalf of investors of DPW Holding. And what happened? The investigation concerns whether DPW and certain of its officers, directors have engaged in securities fraud or other unlawful business. On January 1st, DPW disclosed the January 4th it was notified by the New York State's American that due to the company's inability to hold an annual meeting during its fiscal year ended December 23, it is in compliance with the continued listing standards set forth in Section 704. On this new DPW stock price fell 30, so it fell a little bit, and it probably was about the corona and so on. So we cannot know for sure, but it usually these things settles down, and usually if the stock has not dropped that much, it means that it's nothing to be afraid of. So, and then we have another interesting thing that happened. DPW Holdings announces it will change its name to Alt Global Holdings. What do you think that it means? Think about that. So DPW is changing its name to Alt. Alt, the Alt company, holds most stakes in DPW. They have offered some stocks to some undisclosed parties or banks or big institutions, some shares at $3, so they had raised $40 million that, as I have seen, I have researched this company, they are going to put into a essentially Bitcoin and AI development, cloud services, and other such things with the AI and other artificial intelligence and other stuff that can propel Bitcoin and Ethereum and other things. So they are going to mine them there. And what happened? So DPW Diversity Holding announced that the process is required for the name change. The company shares will remain traded on the New York Stock Exchange. So this is a serious stock exchange, and here you can see only good companies. So it's not to be afraid of something actually bad happening. But let us now see what's going on with the chart analysis. We can take, for example, one day and look at here what's going on. So the stock was here about $4,000 in the beginning of 2017. Then we had a split and it was 1 to 20, and then another split 1 to 40. So they have essentially made the stock smaller, a lot more stocks, and it made it smaller. So a lot of people are comparing this company with Blink. So we can look at some fundamentals and compare them, and you will see an interesting trend. So talking before at the bank or institutions that have bought this company, I can tell you that what is probably going on. Why don't we see a bigger surge in this company is because this bank or institution is selling off slowly these shares. This is why it's usually traded by algorithms and by these institutions. So this is why the price stagnates. And you can see here. Here you can see one wave. There was a news. You can see another wave. There was the news. So you can see here, if you look at the stock, it fluctuates. It's making small waves, small waves. Something is happening. It has a beautiful line here, and you can see here in the end it is squeezing. And here we've seen yesterday the great news, and the stock had skyrocketed, and it has skyrocketed to actually $7.19. So this was the big announcement, and then we have slowly faded down during pre-market, and then here again today we have moved up. So here we've been here, and we can put here the first line. So the first line, let's make a horizontal line, is here. So it was $10.84, and you can actually compare this to Blink. And here in Blink, you can see, if you look at the graph, essentially the first news that propelled this company was the idea of installing EV charging stations on burger stations in Canada, with one of the biggest retailers in Canada that has 3,000 stores. So it was a big deal. And here, if you look back at Blink, you can see practically doing nothing. You see here going to this channel for 19, year 19. Here you can see, and essentially doing nothing, going on down. Then here we have here you can see something similar happening with DPW. So here you can see, let's put a comparison. Let us put now this line, horizontal line, and we can put a line here. Here was the first big challenge for the company. You can see here that actually nothing was happening for quite a while. We had a small surge here, and then nothing was happening. And then it was into this small corridor going, and then we have the first news and second news, and again, and here we have had a big surge in the stock, and the stock was moving up, and here we have it today at $57, which was the high. Can we move forward, Blink? Yes, of course, because we have set, here is one support line, and here we have another support line. So if we can hold this 48, we have another strong line at 41. So here are the lines. Here we're going to move. And what's going on with DPW? Again, the same thing. We have a small line here and a small line here. As you can see, this is the new support line. So $5.21 would be the ideal point of entering into this stock right now. And if you look at a 1 minute chart, you can see that the ideal point would be to enter here. We are still up, and as you can see, we are moving in this channel, and we're moving, and it's probably sometimes in the future we're going to see a squeeze. And yesterday, as you would see, was essentially doing the same thing, the same pattern. Look, up, then nothing, and then up again. So we can probably expect this stock to move up and forward again. So what is my target price for this company? Target price for this company, I would say, if you look, because we don't have the first line that we have to achieve is $10. And I think that because of all these catalysts, we have we have the $2 trillion package coming in March, and we have the EV sector that is going to be hot in the year 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024, and we're going to have the Bitcoin mania, Bitcoin surge, and so on. So I think that this stock is going actually to do great. So the first thing that we have to do is move beyond this line of $6.30, and then we can move up because we don't have any resistance here, and we can move up to $10. And then if we go past $10, then the next line is 15 and $25. So in my opinion, if everything goes well with this company, we can have a price target of almost $100. And what would make this company market capitalization? We have a small market capitalization of $157 million. If you think about it, that they have such great companies, they are in the EV, they are into the artificial intelligence sector, they are into the cloud servicing, they are into the crypto. So if we go to 1.5 billion, so 10x, we're going to be at $50. And if we go to 2 billions, we're going to have a stock of $100, which can happen, of course. So this is my prediction. So the low expectation is going to be between $7 and $10, and in 1 year time, if everything goes right and we have the stimulus package and so on, I think that we can probably see this stock in 1 year time at around $50, and in 2 year time around $100. So you could easily to 20x your money. So as usual, it's not financial advice, and I hope you a great time in the stock market, and I hope that you win great. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.